What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Hope you're all having a blessed day. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way in here. Yeah, dig. Man, who could have guessed, bro? Who could have guessed that Adam and China Mac are gonna beef as soon as Crit Mac goes to jail? Who could have guessed? Who would have guessed? Not me. I'm just joking. I think anybody could have fucking guessed this was gonna happen. So let's see what bro has to say about China Mac. Let's see what Adam had to say. I'm actually pretty interested in this beef. I'm not gonna cap. So let's get to it.
Can I hit y'all with a truth bomb?
What's up?
Truth
I
bomb,
got a
baby.
little story to tell that I've
Truth
never
bomb,
had the
baby.
opportunity to tell on camera before. And you know when you got like a real good story or something that you know about, but you have reasons to not take that story and expose it to the public, but then things happen that basically allow you to feel comfortable.
Which is kind of still weird in my opinion. Like, even though they're still beefing, you probably shouldn't still expose this kind of shit. Like, if you weren't gonna expose it, then you shouldn't expose it now, because that's just weird shit.
Exposing that story to the
Yes.
public.
What's going on?
It's one of those days.
Shit,
Get it off
Anyway.
your chest.
So there was this whole thing on the Whack and Adam podcast, the Adam and Whack show, where we talked about the Crit Mac thing. And I basically complained about the fact that China Mac had asked me to go to a bail hearing the day before. I said that I couldn't do it because I would have had to cancel 4 interviews, two of which had flown into town to do the interview.
Yeah.
I said, and I told China Mac at the time, give me a little bit more time, a little bit more notification. You as his manager should probably not be telling people like literally at 9 p.m. the night before about this sort of thing, right? And so me and Wack have this whole back and forth about it. And then China Mac, because he has absolutely nothing going on in his life, he's just like relentlessly clout chasing about this. He's doing a whole press tour, doing interviews. He's making multiple YouTube videos, trying to pay his rent. The whole thing is super fucking embarrassing because at the end of the day, I'm the person who actually has been paying Crit Mac for all these years. I'm the person who already had sent him money and put money on his books before any of this stupid fucking argument even popped off. China Mac is a person who literally his entire way of earning money up until the moment that Crit Mac got locked up was taking a percentage of the money that me and other people would give to Crit Mac. He's literally a leech who...
Hold up. Hold up. Bro was taking money that was just sent to him or given to him? Because if that's the case, that's fucking crazy, bro. And nobody should support, bro. Like, so, like, if that's real, that's insane. Like, how is that your friend, my bro? Yo, you know, Crit Mac, how is that your friend? Like, why are you chilling with bro? Like, why are you being around, bro? This dude is taking your money that's given to you? Like, this ain't the money that's, y'all are like, supposed to be. I mean, China Mac says 30 different things. China Mac says, yo, we're splitting it. And then in another interview, he'll say it all goes to Crit Mac. And then another video, it all goes to, we split it. I don't know.
was just feeding off of the Crit Mac show.
China Mac
I'm
weird.
the opposite. I'm somebody who was enriching him and giving him money, who was getting hit up by him constantly to do business, to do content, whatever. Anyway, China Mac likes to put himself out there as if he's this really real person. So let's talk about why China Mac's relationship with Vlad TV went sour. So people will remember that China Mac was essentially a nobody. He was just some guy who was in prison
probably from that thing
up
where,
until
like,
the point.
I gotta say it's from when like he was like interviewing Vlad or whatever. He was on Mac Talk, and almost like like a fight almost happened, like, but it was a prank and shit, like guns and shit. Yeah, that gotta be my guess on why Vlad don't fuck with
He
him.
went viral the first time he did it. Vlad brought him back a whole bunch of different times. And so the most recent time, I think it was about a year and a half ago, that China Mac appeared on Vlad TV. I watched a few of the clips, and I noticed today when I was searching on YouTube that a lot of them have like 700,000 views, right? And the gist of that interview is that he went on there and he told Vlad all about his fight with AD. And I'm sorry to AD because I don't want to throw AD in this. Me and AD are maybe allegedly on better terms than we were a few weeks ago. But unfortunately, AD is going to essentially have to catch some strays as a result of this. So I get done watching some of the interview clips. And it's just hilarious to me because he's sitting there stone-faced lying to Vlad. And Vlad is heaping praise upon
Bro said fuck, like some big beef is about to start between him and AD.
him and telling China Mac how he thinks it's so mannish and grown up that China Mac was willing to go and shoot the fade with AD in a parking lot, and that the video never came out, and how much he respected
out,
it.
y'all.
I assume that you guys probably know where this.
Cut the fucking dreads off, you know? I don't know if y'all knew, but I had dreads. And now they're gone. You feel me?
Is going.
I know exactly
obviously this fight was not real, and anyone who was in the No Jumper group chat at the time can confirm, and nobody's going to go on record and say that that shit was real, because we all know that it was fake. I text Vlad after the fucking final clip rolls, and I say to Vlad, I'm like, Vlad, I can't believe you let this motherfucker go up there and lie to you like that. Boom, Vlad calls me. Vlad says, what are you talking about? And he like doesn't want to believe it, because Vlad, you know, he does these interviews, he does this content, and he doesn't really feel like people are so sinister that they're going to go on there and just lie and troll to his face. And I know for a fact that Vlad doesn't appreciate that shit. So Vlad starts asking me all these questions. I explained to him how the whole thing was a work. And Vlad is fucking pissed. And I didn't find this out until much, much later. But Vlad instantly, as soon as we get off the phone, calls China Mac and confronts him about it, because he's fucking pissed off that China Mac went on there and just basically fed a whole story to him. So what I actually need the people out there to do is to go and watch those interview clips in which China Mac is sitting there just blatantly lying and accepting praise for a fake fight that was a total fucking skit. And I feel like a lot of those clips are going to be seen in a completely different light at this point. But that shit happened, and as a result, you haven't seen China Mac anywhere near the Vlad platform ever since, right? So I say all that to say,
I mean, I haven't even seen bro near AD in them. You know, like, bro hasn't been around really much people besides Crip Mac and Adam. I mean, he hasn't even really been around Adam. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that shit was loud.
that right now I am being attacked by someone, and it's always this weird asymmetry when you're getting attacked by somebody who knows everything about you because they're a religious watcher of your content, versus me, where I have almost nothing to say about him because I've never really watched any serious amount of China Mac content. Like all I know is the information that I've sort of fallen ass backwards into obtaining. But this is a guy who's out here acting like he's the real, like he's a gangster, like he did all this prison time and he's so tough and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, you faked a fucking fight and you dragged real LA gang members into it. And countless people out there have made YouTube content where they basically attempted to, comment on this and praise how manly it was for him to do this sort of thing and to shoot the fade and not have a video come.
If you thought, if you kind of like look, let's be for real, bro. Like, let's be 1,000% here, y'all. If that fight happened and somebody recorded it or anybody was there, somebody's gonna record it. Somebody's gonna have the footage. Somebody's gonna fucking. That shit is not gonna be hidden for long, bro. Let's be real. Like, maybe for like the first week, I thought that shit was real. But then when nothing got leaked, I was like, yeah, that shit I had to been fucking not. Like, if it was real, then I don't know. It's pretty wild that nothing was leaked. But I was 95% sure, facts, that it was fake.
Come out of it or whatever. I say all that to say, this is the thirstiest dude in the history of communication on the internet. And it gets worse because literally yesterday, do you remember this girl, Ava, this trans girl, Flacco, who was on Speed Stream? She was on Aiden Ross, etc. Yeah. This is mind-blowing, and you guys are all going to get to see this when it comes out of the clip in a couple weeks or a week or whatever. I'm sitting there talking to her, and she's talking about something about, people talking shit or people trolling you online. And I just say, yeah, I've been dealing with it today. I got some fucking idiot just trolling the shit out of me or whatever. And she immediately goes, China Mac. And I'm like, oh, she saw it on my story earlier today, whatever. She reveals that right before China Mac started managing Crip Mac, China Mac was trying to start an all trans record label. This is a real thing that she told me. His big plan for how he was going to profit off the culture before the Crip Mac thing, which he ended up resorting to, was to start a trans record label.
TS Records.
Yo, that's insane. If this is true, bro, China Mac, you're wild, my boy. You're wild.
This is crazy.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
this is
just
the
wait.
level of desperation that is oozing out of the shiny-faced pores of somebody like China Mac. It's just fucking sad and it's desperate. And now you have somebody like me who really has actually invested a lot of money into Crip Mac and has done everything possible for him for all these years. Where did China Mac go? As soon as Crip Mac caught this case, China Mac was out of here. He has no reason to be in California. He fled back to the East Coast as soon as Crip Mac caught this case. And now he's out here virtue signaling and trying to act like he's ever done something for Crip Mac. You have never
That's facts, bro. I'm spitting facts.
done anything for Crip Mac aside from stand next to him in some fucking vlogs, which, by the way, my boy Remo is the one who thought up the concepts for every single episode of Mac Ventures, and he's not involved anymore because, once again, China Mac is a scammer and didn't ever pay him the money that he was supposed to get paid, which was also the story that Ava, the trans girl from the China Mac record label, told me, is that part of the reason why her relationship fell out with China Mac was because of the fact that he didn't pay the video director and all these other people that were doing business for this trans woman. So I say all that to say, dude is a scammer. Dude is a fake gangster.
Yeah, dude, it's not sounding good for you, China Mac. If this shit's real, bro, and someone comes out with the facts, bro, it ain't looking good for you, my boy.
And dude is virtue signaling off of claiming to have helped Crip Mac when in reality, he never did anything for him besides take his 20% and keep it moving. And he wasn't even able to get Crip Mac move it in such a way that he wouldn't end up back in federal prison because, as we all know, he has now caught a case as a result of the fact that China Mac and other people in his life were not around. And keep in mind, too, that China Mac and Crip Mac had a huge falling out like 2 weeks before he got arrested, which is why China Mac took such offense to it when I put out that clip of Crip Mac talking about them falling out or whatever. The whole thing, the reason why he didn't like that being exposed to the people was because of the fact that that was a real thing, that they actually were beefing. And the only reason why they're back on good terms now is because of the fact that Crip Mac got locked up and Crip Mac needs all the help he could get. Crip Mac was completely ready to leave China Mac in the past. And when you look at a lot of the other people like Lupe, who I'm going to have on the podcast tomorrow so we can talk more about this, none of these people think that China Mac has actually been a good or positive influence in Crip Mac's lifestyle. He's just another leech that came along and tried to get something out of Crip Mac. And now,
I believe it.
As impossible as it is to believe, he's on my ass.
I believe it, y'all. Like, I don't know, bro. China Mac has done everything in the fucking books, bro. He's done he's done a Mac Talks TV, he's done food, he's tried to done everything, bro. Like, so, I mean, I can see him being a scammer, bro. I can see him doing this shit. I really can. Like, it's not a surprise to me.
Because he's trying to project away the fact that I'm someone who actually has done things for Crip Mac and helped him and tried to work with him and tried to put him into better situations, not just taking from him like you, China Mac, you fucking villain. So I just wanted to come on here to make that perfectly clear and to expose the fact that China Mac lied about this infamous fight and then went on Vlad TV as well as many other podcasts. And I really need help from the community of going back and finding these clips and clipping them because this is some of the funniest shit that has ever happened. Just the fact that he's so addicted to clout that he was willing to make up this bizarre narrative like that.
I have a question for the room.
Hit me.
That's a bomb.
So, and it's China Mac exclusive because I don't know China Mac. When you guys first saw the clip from the Adam and Wax show and the Twitter discourse, I don't know if you guys be on Twitter. I be on Twitter. So I saw the Twitter discourse. Everybody going up on Adam. Were you guys even surprised by the clip? Like, my whole retort was, why are you guys surprised? Like, if something was to happen to me legally, and I'm getting to my question, if something was to happen to me, I don't think that on short notice, I'm not looking on short notice for Adam to show up to my court or bail hearing on short notice. Are you guys looking to Adam to show up to your court or
Not
bail
if we
hearing on
told
short
them last
notice?
night. Now, if we give a nigga like 72 hours, you know what I'm
said
saying?
You said 24 hours, right?
And that's the thing that offended me and pissed me off about the way that this all played out on social media is that people are putting it out there as if I had no interest in going there, when in reality, even before China Mac started talking about me, Lupe had asked me, she's like, yo, so can we actually find a date for his next bail hearing so that you and Wack, who is somebody that doesn't even fuck with Crip Mac, that has basically stated that they need to get down at times in recent memory, we both made it clear that we would do it. I just told China Mac I'm not doing it on 24 hours notice because I literally have people who flew in to do interviews with me tomorrow.
And like, you can't be mad, bro. Like you said, you had people that flew in. Like, you can't just cancel that shit, bro. Like, I don't blame him for not going. I probably would have done the same thing. Business is business. Money's money. He has money to be made. He has shit to pay for. I mean, you can't blame the bro, dude.
And I also like how people are acting like this would be some short fucking thing. Like, this would take many, many hours and it would fuck up all my other interviews. It's not, never once did I say, hey, I'm not down to show up to court for him. I just said, if you want me to do this, be professional and let me know with a significant amount of time. So again, he's putting it on me and it's on him. What are you saying?
No, remember, like he said, like you should have sent like an employee perfectly white. And I was saying, even if Adam would have asked the employees, I wouldn't have done it. Right? Like,
you wouldn't have went to the court hearing if he had asked you?
The fuck am I going?
But you're not.
Listen, if I'm Adam, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
Bro, I have a wife, a kid.
What the fuck do I look like?
The fuck am I going?
You're not required.
I agree with that, but I still would have done it, even though, in that same video where China Mac is calling me out, he acknowledges and admits in that same video, and I do not know why he would acknowledge this in the same video, that if I had gone, it would have gone the exact same way because he's facing very, very serious charges and one character witness, not to mention a porn star with a bunch of tattoos all over his face, showing up at the courtroom and saying, hey, he's a good guy, he does interviews with me every 2 weeks or whatever, would not really have moved the needle on how all this shit is going to proceed. Now, that being said, I still would have gone. It's just that China Mac is so unbelievably unprofessional that he hits me up at the very last minute when, logically speaking, he probably knew that I wasn't going to be able to clear my entire schedule for the next day to be able to do it. And then as soon as that happens, what does he do? He runs to YouTube to make videos exposing me because he's a fucking thirsty clout chaser. I would actually like to change his name to Thirsty Mac. I think we need to remove the China Mac from the situation because there are a lot of great Chinese people out here and I don't feel like
the thirsty crib, you know?
This bum should be the representative of them. But I mean, the whole thing is just so ridiculous. I am not taking any of it serious when I see people talking shit about me on Twitter or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But the fact that China Mac is using this as an opportunity to virtue signal against the 22 stir really rubs me the wrong way. And I feel like the fans, you're a little too good to be falling for this bullshit.
Okay,
100,000 views in
because, like, I mean, Adam's treated bro mad good. Like, never said a bad thing, never done a bad thing, always brought him on when he's asked, so China Mac is a little fucking worm for this, bro, a little rat, bro, a little fucking worm in a bird's mouth,
in 10 hours. Listen, I'll be real.
Right.
If I'm him, I'm making that video.
His videos against me are getting so many more views than the vlogs that he was doing with Crip Mac, which puts it into perspective of like China Mac talking about me. I actually fully expect him to become a full-time Adam22 vlogger reaction channel now because this is obviously like what's moving the needle for him. So I get it from that perspective. The problem is that nobody takes anything you say seriously because you're such a blatant clout chaser, and he's literally willing.
But that's where you're wrong, Adam, because a lot of people take what he says seriously, and a lot of people agree with him rather than you. So, I mean,
willing to do anything, fake anything to get the attention, which he proved when he faked the fight for AD. And by the way, the reason why we all know that, Sus, I don't know if you were in the group chat when that actually happened, but AD hit the group chat and said, hey, this is so goofy. China Mac wants me to fake this fight. 2 days later, they're actually faking the fight. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I tried to get AD to admit to it after that, but he never wanted to talk about it afterwards. He was hoping that we would all just kind of forget that he had proposed this idea in the chat. And it's just, I don't know.
Wait. Wow, that's crazy. So the fight was actually, okay.
The fight never happened. Do you seriously think that AD and China Mac were going to fight over the idea of who had the better food show?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's a billion fucking food shows, bro. Even on TV, bro. Like, not even on YouTube, bro. Like, there's a billion of them on TV. Like, you didn't come up with that shit, bro. Like, the fuck?
Like, why did anyone fall for this in the first place?
Wait, was there actual beef with the food show, or was that like fake too?
No,
bro.
It was all fake.
The faces he made, bro, when he was about to stutter, he's like, ooh.
See, Josh knows. Josh
Can't
was
beef
around for
over
all
a
this
food
shit.
show. That's crazy.
Why would they beef over a food show? Number one, it's like the least creative idea ever.
Facts.
There's 5 million other food shows.
Facts.
And number two, like, it just doesn't make any sense. And it's still amazing to me because when anything happens, whenever you watch a fight on Twitter, you're thinking like, damn, is this fake? This seems kind of fake. Is this shit fake? We all have like heightened fake sensors, right? Why the fuck did nobody pick out the fact that this was fake? Why have I had to carry this shit around for 2 years knowing that shit was fake? That's all I'm saying.
Listen, right? Because we all assume like the actual beef over like the food show was real. Again, because I done seen niggas beef over less, right?
Facts.
Right, over way less, right? So again, I done seen niggas beef over chicken wings, right? So like again, that like,
Bro, almighty, look at this guy, bro. He's way too cool for this podcast, bro. Look at this dude. Hasn't moved from this position one time, my boy. Yeah. He's way too fucking cool for this shit, my boy.
That's something to beef over.
I wasn't. Yeah, sorry, right?
Whoa, fat flag.
Listen.
Who's beefing on the chicken wings? Like, actually?
I wasn't racist. That wasn't
I'll
racist.
beef over the
No, I
chicken.
said that's something to beef over.
Exactly.
It
Not
is,
that
man.
you would beef over the
Especially
wings.
if it's only 2 flats left.
You see,
I don't
fat
eat- I
nigga
don't eat
beef.
drums.
Fat flag on the
listen
plate,
though.
nigga.
Hey,
No,
I'd like to get you guys doing a mukbang.
Let's do it.
Fly going on?
Can I
Mukbang.
be there too?
Yeah, I'm allergic to shellfish. No shellfish.
No.
Yeah, no shellfish.
That's food for us, right? Like if you're there, right?
I know that's right.
We'll order more.
Okay, yes, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, on that condition.
Yeah,
on
right.
that condition.
Imagine 3 niggas trying to share a 12 piece. Like that's like
First off, I needed it in writing too. Like
a 12 piece and 3
I
niggas is
need
criminal.
the food in writing,
yeah,
bro.
nigga, like I get a certain
Food
amount of
writer.
things.
Writing is crazy.
Flacco, you ever had Popeyes?
Yes, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know you're
yes.
like,
Yeah.
you don't do a lot of the normal things that people do in America or in
no.
LA, so I just wasn't sure.
True. Listen, so like speaking of fat, now Josh has been documented. I've lost 38 pounds since October 28th. So I got about 6 months left out of him until I'm fat.
I feel like whenever I see you, you name a random amount of weight and
no.
a random
No,
date.
he has it written on his hand. He
In the
writes it on
last
his
2
hand.
months, I lost 72 pounds. Now,
look, though,
I want you to get in shape, and I
Yes.
totally support that beyond all measures. So even though I can't personally eyeball the fat loss right now,
You can't do it yet,
I support you.
Nah, you still big as
Adam,
hell.
you left out a very
Hell no.
integral part of your argument. I'm big on precedence, so I would just say, like me personally, I don't expect an employer to show up to a court or bail hearing 24 hours before on short notice. Even when I worked at FedEx, I didn't expect my supervisor or the owner of FedEx to come down to, if I was, knock on wood, to get into any legal trouble, to show up to my court hearing in 24-hour notice. Or at all, but
at
definitely
all.
not 24-hour notice. But you failed to mention, like, Lyra Cohen didn't show up to the Young Thug trial. Lyra Cohen didn't show up to the Irv Gotti trial. Or Jimmy Iovine didn't show up to the Snoop Dogg case back in the 90s that we were just talking about. Dr. Dre didn't even show up to the Snoop Dogg case. Let's take it off race. Dr. Dre, who's also black, didn't show up to Snoop Dogg's trial in the 90s. That's why it was a whole issue before his departure from Death Row. So people are going to do what they want to do. That's why I said when I saw the clip on Twitter, I wasn't surprised and it didn't upset me because adults are going to do what adults want to do. If you don't want to go somewhere on a 24-hour notice, that's your prerogative as an adult. Was the clip entertaining? Sure.
Right.
But I wasn't. It didn't upset me because you're an adult. If you don't want to go on a 24-hour notice, you can't make it. That's up to you. That's your
question is
prerogative,
too,
in
right?
my opinion.
Right? It's like where do
I don't
Adam,
expect him to do that.
Yeah, right. It's like where do Adam like draw like the line between a really friendly boss and the homie like hey, right? For example, dude, I think that Adam and let's say Calvin or Bassa were friends. Like, okay, yeah, right.
Kelvin?
Yeah, right. Do I think right that they
been
were
so long.
like friends? Probably not friends, right? But Adam is a friendly boss, right? So like, do you now have to like treat every employee as your best friend?
So I just want to clarify that for sure I wanted to go to this.
Okay.
And as soon as Lupe hit me up with a decent amount of, runway to be able to plan it out, I said, yes, I definitely want to do it.
Okay.
It's not some shit.
Yo, I'm hyped for Lupe to get on this shit and talk about all the shit that's been going on. She gonna spill the beans for sure.
Where I'm like, no, anybody who works here at No Jumper is just an employee. I don't give a fuck about them. I'm not reaching out for them. I'm not doing anything.
Shit, you said you would bail me out if I went to jail.
I fucking bailed Brick Baby out the second he got his case.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
Josh already told my mom, you feel me? If something happened, you feel me? Call him and they gonna come get me.
Oh, damn. Well,
So
hey, listen.
I could attest to that they personally said they'd come get me. I'm
but
not
you know what
going
it
to jail,
is?
though.
It's just like I'm like the auto demon in these situations. I'm the person who's super easy to blame everything on.
Yup.
I don't know what track is calling me right now. It might not be the best time. But it's super easy to blame stuff on me. And then I have somebody like China Mac who has never run a business in his entire life, not to mention has never been successful at anything, has never had anything go his way in life. He pretty much transitioned directly from being a prisoner to being a Vlad character that went on his podcast. He fucked that opportunity up, so he started trying to manage Crip Mac. He started trying to start a trans record label for some reason. And as a result, now he's out here just projecting on me where I have so many things weighing on me, so many different employees that I want to keep working, so many different hosts that I want to keep on the channel, so many different interviews that I'm trying to grind out so that we can actually keep shit going financially and everything. And then I have somebody like China Mac who literally does not know the level of responsibility that it takes to run a lemonade stand, and he's out here making YouTube videos projecting on me. China Mac, you cannot talk about this. You have no room to speak on anything because you are no better than the homeless people living in the tents on the side of the fucking road. You have nothing going for you. Your schedule is clear today, tomorrow, and for the rest of time. You have nothing going.
Damn, bro's going off right now, bro. Damn. I know China Mac probably steaming out of his ears, boy.
On. That's why you have time to come up with ideas like starting a transgender record label or managing the 55th Street Baby Loc Infant General, whatever. I'm sorry, I probably just fucked that up, but you know what I'm saying.
Baby Loc Infant General.
This guy got infinite fucking time on his hands. And that's why he's able to make 3 YouTube videos about me in the last 24 hours because he's got nothing fucking going on. Anyway.
Yo, Baby
We
Loc
have finally
Infant
found a
General is
bigger culture vulture than me. I guess that's part of the point that I want to get across here.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, now that's a wild one, right?
Like the Mount Rushmore of culture vultures.
That's
Take
a wild
me off
one.
of there and put
Yeah.
China Mac up there. Come on now. Take me down.
You got Lyrico up there.
Adam is now
leading.
leading a coup to put China Mac on the Mount Rushmore stage.
Steve Stout.
That is a good idea.
Wait, is Steve Stout black?
You could be black and be a culture vulture. I put Steve Stout up
Well,
there.
damn near
You in the runners too. The shit she was talking today. You didn't see this
I
nigga
have
today.
resigned. Listen,
The shit you was
Today?
talking today.
He's
You
in the
damn
run.
I
right
have
up there.
resigned though from like talking about nigga shit though and on my channel. So.
He's not like a regular.
I'm watching the last 10 seconds of this. I'm tired. That's crazy though, dude. You know, I ain't gonna cap. You know, I usually don't believe a lot of things Adam says, but I low-key believe him about the shit he's saying about China Mac because that dude is... He do be leeching on to anything and everything, bro. Bro tries to, you know... Look at Fig Community, bro. As soon as Fig Community was doing good, he was there every day. Now look out, they're not doing the same numbers. You know, he hasn't been there. Yeah, he's just a weirdo, bro, for sure. You know, so that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and on your way out of here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Get me to 1,000 subs. Much love to you guys. Peace.